Mr. Sargis Sangari from Illinois District 9. Lieutenant Colonel Sargis Sangari is a 12-plus year veteran of United States Army and Special Operational Forces with multiple combat deployments to Iraq, diplomatic assignments in Kuwait, and several other deployments to Middle East, Europe, Asia, and Central America. Sangari is the Chief Executive Officer of Near East Center for Strategic Engagement, NECSE, which he founded on September 11, 2014, in commemoration of Americans who were murdered in the terrorist attacks of 9/11, and in the recognition of the first responders who continue to suffer and die health effects arising from the attacks. Lieutenant Sangari's writings and postings have been read and referenced in over 143 countries out of 275 worldwide. Over the course of 6 years of continuous combat deployment, Sangari conducted 144 combat patrols, 22 special forces missions, and 2 key direct action operations. Lieutenant Sangari is a nuclear biological chemical certified officer, certified anti-terrorism level 1 and 2 officer, and he earned his executive certificate in counter-terrorism and technology from the International Institute of Counter-Terrorism, Israel. Sangari is now seeking to serve our country in the political arena as Republican candidate for the 9th Congressional District of Illinois. Thank you so much, Mr. Sangari. It's an honor to have you on our platform. Means a lot for all of us and Indian Americans over here and across the world. So I would really love for you to go ahead and please address everybody.
Oh, Kush, thank you very much. Again, Namaste, and again, thank you for the lovely introduction. I would say more importantly, special thanks, of course, goes to Ahmed Warkat, who's the president of and the co-founder of U.S. Impact, and all the men and women of U.S. Impact that are giving our candidates an opportunity to come in here and celebrate the Indian Independence Day with the members of our Indian American community. For me, especially, is important, especially for the residents of the 9th Congressional District of Illinois. So again, as I introduced, I'm Lieutenant Colonel Sargis Sangari, 20 plus years of service in U.S. Army Infantry and Special Operational Forces. And more importantly, the Republican nominee for Congress in the 9th Congressional District of Illinois. I have had a lot of live experience with what is happening in our country today. One thing that, I want our folks to know that between 2014 and 2017, when the Christians, Christian Assyrians in this case, were being massacred by ISIS in both Syria and Iraq, we ran the Assyrian army force structures to fight against these terrorist operators. In Syria, however, in 2015, one of my commanders was ambushed and killed as he was going to a meeting. The individuals who ambushed him and killed him were what is today the YPG Kurds, which is a socialist organization that constantly conducts operation against NATO elements in Syria. And at that time, Antifa was on the ground. You had American Antifa and European Antifa elements that were there during that time flying their flag. If listeners even Google search right now Antifa and YPG, they'll probably see even on the YPG site the Antifa flag. So I have a personal experience with these individuals, and the reason why they were there in 2015 to get their capabilities up and running to be able to conduct those operations where they need it. And today, we have an insurgent capability that is operating in our country. This is who they are. They are nothing more than the black shirts and the brown shirts that served Nazi Germany and also the Italians in World War II. But with that said, what I would say is the congratulations, especially to the Indians, and my heartfelt admiration for the Indian people who are today really kind of won that hard-fought peace against Great Britain. Today, India is set up as a global partner amongst the world communities of nations, which is not easy to do. India can be very proud of its accomplishments, I would say, in the short 70 plus years since the day of independence, given the people of India, which everybody has commented on, established a democratic system of governance that is only really paralleled by our country, the United States of America. So it is really the people that are at the heart of what has happened and where we are today. So as your previous guests have discussed, the special relationship which has been established between our two great nations, and most significantly, as mentioned, between the President Trump and also India's progressive Prime Minister Modi, is really a testament to the thousands of years of the Indian culture and the traditions that are now fortifying this paradigm of our Western democracies in the region. India and the United States both inherited it from the British, but when President Trump visited India, he to me demonstrated really the sincerest form of commitment to support the development and a deep, robust relationship that we really need to have in India to be able to be successful going forward. I will echo that stand in regards to the shared goals that we have in order to enhance the educational opportunities for the Indian community. We're going to ensure that when it comes to the public safety of the Indian people, that the defense and the public safety of the Indian people is paramount to what we do. And to also further advance our ability to support what some have referred to, but I will say the skilled labor and the legal immigration of that skilled labor for the Indian community to the United States. And that's going to ensure that we have the next generation of Indian community becomes stronger economically and becomes an engine and that bridge that we need between us and the United States and India. So currently, India is the only democracy that really possesses a combination of ideologies, liberal democracies, free spread of information, ideas, and a larger rising middle class that it is within that region that is really necessary for us to counter communist China's aggression in the region. So I'm going to make sure that I can empower and support the Indian community to become the American backbone for India on a global stage. And all this really starts in the spirit of freedom, which is earned and not given, as they say, where India not only really observes August 15th, but also remembers another important date, which is August 21st, 1943, the spirit of an independent India, which is tied to his past, present, and more importantly, the future generations. I have released my press release that you received earlier today, which lays out the importance and significance of those dates. And I'm hoping that once we get a chance that we'll be able to support the Indian community as it moves forward in the future. So I'm Lieutenant Colonel Sangari again, the Republican nominee in the 9th Congressional District. If you want to read my post and reach out to me, go to www.votesangari.com, www.votesangari.com. And with all that said, happy Independence Day for the Indian people and their families, and Jai Hind.
Jai Hind, absolutely. Jai Hind,
Jai
sir,
Hind.
Mr. Sangari. Meant a lot. Your time meant a lot. Your insights and the knowledge and the experience that you have, it means a lot. And Indian American community absolutely would love to work with you in every which way. So, and that's what US Impact wants to do, work in long term for all the candidates.
Thank you very much. I have to apologize. I won't be able to stay because I have to go to a police rally in defense of our police. Yesterday, we received some information that everybody who was going to these rallies were being targeted. So today, I'm going to go stand with my brethren who are being targeted because they're simply standing with the police, and I won't be able to be here. But again, it is my pleasure any given time, and we will see you in the future, hopefully.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Sangari. All the best.